What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. I wanted to talk about abortion and like pro-life versus pro-choice and what I think, what my opinion on it is. And I guess I'll start off by saying I'm definitely more pro-life than pro-choice. I can see arguments, like very good arguments on both sides. But this is always a tricky topic to talk about because, again, I am pro-life. I think abortion, for the 99.99% times that people get abortion, I do think that it's wrong for the reasons that they're getting this abortion. I do think it's wrong. But I do see the argument about someone being raped, or someone, like the life of the mother, or in those instances, which I wish people would like look this up and just do their due diligence and look this up. Those instances when people get abortions for those reasons, those are less than 1% of the abortions that happen in this country. And that being said, 99% of all abortions all year around, it's just a form of birth control. It really is. They got pregnant, they don't want to be pregnant, so they'll go get an abortion, right? And to me, there is a lot wrong with that because people should have accountability for their actions. And in an ideal world, you should be waiting till marriage before having children. There's been a lot of there's been a lot of data that shows if you wait till marriage, not just in a religious sense, because I do believe in God, and then that's a different topic for another day. But I do believe in God, and just removing the biblical like aspect of it, waiting till marriage is the best thing you can do if you're going to have children, because most of the time you're having children, if you don't wait till marriage, you're having children with someone that might leave. I mean, just to keep it straight up, that they might leave. They're not it, you're not in a serious relationship. So sure, you've been dating for a couple months, maybe a year or so, but you're not in a serious relationship where both of you guys are truly committed. Which, if you get married, then you guys both know it's a different world when you guys both get married. No one is gonna just marry you for to waste their time. Now, do marriages fail? Yes, and do divorces happen? Of course. But for the most part, it is proven that if you wait till marriage to have a child, then your outcomes of raising that child and having both mom and dad in the picture increase drastically. But with all that being said, most people just they hook up, like instant gratification, they within their relationship, and they get pregnant and they get an abortion. When they get an abortion because they don't think they can afford the baby, afford to have a baby, or they don't think that they're ready to have a baby, or they're too young, or they have school or their careers that they're thinking about. Those reasons, to me, they're not valid reasons to not have that child or to get an abortion. To me, you have to take accountability for those actions, and there's there's just something in the soul that feels wrong about taking it out on that child, that innocent child that had nothing to do with the actions you took. I just don't agree with that. Now, on the flip side, I do see the argument of rape or life of the mother, which I do want to point out. Those are really rare cases. And most of the time, when it's life of the mother, and I only say quotation marks on that because that term is always like brought up with these abortion arguments, like, oh, you're just gonna let the mom die just to have that child, like that's not fair. It's also been proven that most of the time, the majority of the time, when it is the life of the mother, the mom could have that child by C-section, and honestly, that just solves that issue right there. Medicine is advanced enough to be able to like nurture and help bring a neonate that was prematurely born, and give them like a better shot at life. I mean, maybe 50 years ago, with medicine not being as advanced as it is now, there was a higher chance of mortality for that child. But now with everything that we have, you could get a C-section and then that be it. But for the sake of argument, for that like very rare chance where the mom is at risk of death, and the only way to save her would be to have an abortion, I would say that would be justifiable in my opinion, because I think about it like if it were my wife. Well, I don't have a wife, but hypothetically, if I was married and my wife was pregnant, but she was going to die if we don't abort this child, and not even C-section could save her, I would want you to save my wife. So in those instances, I don't agree with like the conservative side where it's pro-life no matter what. And when it comes to grape, right? If you got grape, you're not allowed to say the actual word. So I don't know if I already said it earlier, but um, for those sexual assault instances, I also do. I can see why you would want to get an abortion as well. Now, I, they make a good point. The conservatives, and they make a really good point. Two wrongs don't make a right. So just because someone did something wrong to you, and you want to get an abortion, which is also wrong, that's not making a right. I can see the light at the end of that tunnel when they say that. But at the same time, and this is just my opinion, at the same time, when I really like think about it, if my daughter hypothetically got sexually assaulted and ended up pregnant, I just thinking about it like just thinking about it like pisses me off. So would I want her to carry a child and be reminded every day about that incident, like from that child? No. Now, again, this is such a complicated thing, because there's also been people that have had that happen to them come out and say that psychologically them having that abortion messed them up more than if they would have had the child. It just gets very tricky. But ultimately, to wrap all this together, I think if people on the pro-choice side would just be more honest, then I could somewhat back them. Not agree with them, but somewhat back them up, in the sense of they only ever bring up life of the mother, or if you get sexually assaulted, that's why they're pro-choice. Well, if you would be completely honest and just say, hey, we just want to be able to abort children, like babies, because we just want to. We don't want to take responsibility for our actions. We want a plan B, because that's just what we want, right? That's what we want. We want to kill the baby because it's not convenient to have this child, and that's what we want. That's what we are fighting for. If they were to word it that way, I could stand by the, well, at least they're being honest about it, and that's just what they want. So at that point, it's just a matter of, do you agree with it or do you not agree with it? But again, most of the time, actually the majority of the time, when people protest about being pro-choice, they always bring up those very rare occasions, and that's literally not 99% of the reason people get abortions all year around in this country. So that's just my opinion on it. If you think differently, then I would love for you to leave a comment down below and we'll discuss it. And I know for a fact, like I said before, I know for a fact that this isn't the most popular view on abortion for at being a conservative, but I have my own opinions and I am my own person. So this is just my opinion on it. This is how I feel. This is what I think. And so I'm not here to just agree with every single thing that Republicans think, right? Like I have my own opinion. You guys have your own opinion. So, anyways, like I said, leave a comment down below if you agree. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I am going to be posting more. Um, it's been getting a little easier being more consistent with this little ratchet setup that I have right now. I have okay, so now this is off topic from the video. If you're still here, I'm just giving you guys a quick little update. I will be giving, like, this background is so messy. Like I still have this big TV in the background that I haven't hung up yet. And I'm still using my laptop and I'm this mic. Like I still want to have that nice view from my very first like 3 or 4 videos, which is coming soon. I want to work on the lighting too because, man, if you look at all these other YouTubers, like they make it look so easy. They make it look so easy. It's annoying. I'm just gonna be 100. It's annoying, and I'm not tech savvy, so I need simple. I need convenient, simple, and I'm still looking for it. So if if you're also new to creating YouTube videos and you have any advice, I would love for you to leave a comment down below as well. If you have anything, if you have any questions about the setup that I have going on, then feel free to leave a comment down below. I do respond to everyone. And also, I have been with one of my friends, like I said in my like previous video, I have been making well, he's been making it, but we've been creating content with going to the gym. So apart from me having this YouTube channel, he's going to start a YouTube channel soon. Um, talks about being a better person and just things that he's doing to just better himself every day. But on his TikTok and Instagram, that's where we're kind of posting the gym stuff and the gym content. So as more time goes on, I will be leaving a link of like his Instagram and his TikTok, so you can check that out. And as soon as he actually like starts dropping a video on YouTube, then I'll also be leaving a link about that. So make sure to check us out. We're really new. We're beginning. So yeah. Anyway, subscribe to this channel because I still only have 81 subscribers. So bye.